Yes, hello guys, welcome back to this amazing channel. Yeah, with another sweet topic today. We are going to discuss about Christianity, and in Christianity we are going to mention Christians, and we should understand what we mean by the term Christian. Yeah, so for those who are just coming in, kindly uh, double tap your screen to give a like. So far I don't have anybody here, but if you are there you can even comment so that I can know that I have someone, so that we can start our topic. Yeah, so thank you so much guys, and I'm waiting for people. At least if I have to, we can start. So at least if we have to. Oh, thank you so much, Echebuche. Hi everyone, guys. Oh, I can see I have two people. So for those who are in, kindly like the live stream. And I want to apologize. I had promised that I should be going live daily, but I have a serious injury on my head. You can see I had an injury, so it was not easy for me. I couldn't manage having live stream daily, but I am here today, and I hope everything will be fine. And since we are going to discuss more about God, let me hope it will not rain, because when it rain I have difficulties with the network. Yeah, so let me hope everything is going to be fine and nice. And it's not only me to talk, but you can also bring in your idea, yeah, so that we can exchange ideas, and we shall educate one another about this sensitive topic. It is a very sensitive topic. Oh, thank you so much for coming. Thank you for coming. We are going to discuss about Christianity. I've just started now. Yeah, I've just started now. And yeah, I can say I have two people. So kindly give a like the live stream. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to this channel. So we have to ask ourselves, what is Christian? Who are Christians? Who are Christians? Yes, I may be one of those Christians. I may be a Christian. But now my question is, who is a Christian? What shows that someone is a Christian? And here we are going to have a lot of facts. We are going to have a lot of facts. We have some people who are pretending to be Christians. I'm not targeting anyone. I am not targeting anyone, but this is a very sensitive topic. This is a very sensitive topic. Spy Hadwell said hi. Hi to Spy. How are you? How are you, Spy? Thank you so much for coming, Spy. And let me hope, guys, you are coming in and you like the live stream. Yeah, give it a like. And if you haven't subscribed, kindly subscribe. And Spy, let us exchange ideas. Let us talk about this sensitive topic together. Let me tell you what I think about Christianity and what you also think about Christianity. Yes, I'm a Christian, but the fact is, I'm from the village, but in the village side, most people think that being a content creator, you are a cult. No. I'm a Christian, but most of the time, I am against many Christians. Honestly speaking, I should say the truth here. I don't like many Christians. Why? Because of their deeds. Being a Christian, it doesn't mean that when someone goes to church daily or every Sunday or every Saturday, that person is a Christian. If you go to church daily and you think that you are a Christian, you are wrong. Being a Christian means how you live with others. The way you live with your neighbors, with your relatives, with your friends or families, that's what shows if you are a true Christian. The way you treat people. Let me ask you a good question, and I'm going to use my example. If I go to church, I go and pray, and then immediately after church, I come and steal. Am I a Christian? Am I a Christian? So guys, welcome. Kindly come in. Thank you for coming. Let us have a smooth discussions. And the good thing with my channel, I always welcome everyone, even for those who have negative minds. But when they come, we exchange ideas. Maybe I may think that they had negative mind, and in real sense, I'm the one who had that negative mind. So I always appreciate everyone. Even if you came in with a negative mind, but you can bring in your idea and we can learn and see. We have Jisoye. Welcome, Jisoye. How are you doing, Jisoye? Thank you so much for coming, Jisoye. And guys, like the live stream. And before we start, I'm saying this. It is a very sensitive topic, whereby if we are not keen, we may end up misunderstanding one another. And I don't pray for that. And let me hope God will guide us well. God is going to help us, yeah? God is going to help us. And to have a smooth discussion so that I can learn. And not only me, but for those who are here, I have 5 people. Thank you so much for being patient here, for always being for me there. So my question was, who is a Christian? Or going to church or giving offerings, does that one means that you are a Christian? Being closer to the church leaders, are you a Christian? And now here we have churchgoers and Christians. Get me right, Christians are not found in church. Christians are found everywhere in the world, not only in churches. We also have cults that are going to church, and some of them are church leaders, but they are cults. Jisoye, now, yeah, I've just started now. Where are you watching me from, guys? And as you come in, you can tell me where you are watching me from. Jisoye, you can tell me where you are watching me from, and how do people serve God in your area. And it's very unfortunately that nowadays, I don't know if even in the past it was that way, but I'm not that much older to say in the past. But nowadays, most preachers, we have, let me go direct to the point, we have false pastors, false preachers who are in business. They are just there to get money. And some Christians are just there to show people that they go to church, just to show people, for show off. So a good example, if I go to church, then I start spreading the news. Today I was in church. Am I a Christian, or I'm just showing people that I'm a Christian? We have difference between a church goer and a Christian. And I started by saying a Christian, we know a true Christian by their deeds. Nobody is perfect. I'm also not perfect. It's only God who is perfect. Nobody is perfect. I'm also not perfect. It's only God who is perfect. A Christian is someone who knows God and what God wants. And by the way, if you want to know a true Christian, start by seeing how that person interacts with people around him or her. If you want to know a true Christian, see how he or she interacts with people around him, how he shares his or her things, the relationship between that person and the neighbors. If you don't have good relationships with your neighbors, try to check out where is this problem coming from. I'm not saying that a Christian should have 100% good relationships with everyone. I'm not trying to say that. The reason why I'm saying that I'm not trying to say that, because I had said nobody is perfect. But now here the challenges come when you make a mistake, you've wronged someone. But maybe because this person is not going to church and you are always going to church, now you think that you are right. You can't even apologize. Christians should be always ready to apologize. Christians should always ready to apologize. Christians should always be ready to bring peace. If you disagree with someone and you are a Christian, you have to come back and sit, pray, ask yourself, what made us to disagree? What was the cause of our conflict? How can we solve it? Then you pray first before you face someone who you had the conflict with. Pray to God. Let God guide you. And I think it's my first time talking about Christianity here. I've never done it. And it's not that I always avoid it. It is a very sensitive topic. It is a very sensitive topic. So before you discuss it, you have to pray first and ask God to guide you. Being a Christian, it's not a matter of showing people that you go to church. It is about your deeds. Going to church, it doesn't mean that you are a Christian. What you are doing to yourself and to others, it's what shows us whether you are a Christian or not. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for those who are in here for me. I have 6 people and I started my live stream a few minutes ago. This is a blessing. Thank you so much. May God, who guided us to have this live stream today and discuss about him, let him bless you guys. There is a time when we were in a live stream 6 months ago. I can't forget that. And one preacher came in my life. She was I'm right. I know what I'm talking about. She was a content creator. Then she was forcing people to subscribe to her channel through my live. And he was using harsh words. If you don't do that, God will see you. Which kind of a person you are? You can't even subscribe to the preacher's channel. And I didn't fear. I told her the truth. That is not the right way approaching people to support you as a preacher. You have to be keen with what you are teaching people, especially in godly matters. Why am I saying that? You can end up misleading people, of which maybe you'll pay for it. Maybe you'll pay for it. So let us ask ourselves, are we Christians? Or if you know you're a Christian, ask yourself, what have you done that shows that you are a true Christian? How is your relationship with your family members and the neighbors? Or are you a church goer? Or are you a churchgoer? We have churchgoers. Churchgoers is real. Those people who are just going to church maybe to show people that they can go, or to show people that they have some nice clothes, nice shoes, just boasting around to show people for show offs. Those are ornamental Christians. They are there to entertain people. So, a true Christian, it determines what is in your heart. Get me right. A true Christian, it's what is in your heart and what comes out of you. One characteristics of a true Christian, he or she is God-fearing. Sometimes, this is now an example. Sometimes someone maybe has wronged you. Because you are a Christian and you don't want to go against the will of God, you decided to be a fool. You can decide to be a fool, but knowing what you are doing, just for the sake of peace, just for the sake of peace. I was just trying to imagine the world that we are in right now, and when I was a small boy, what made me to think of that, that the music that we use now to worship and the music that was used in the past, the gospel songs, the songs that were used in the past, it's not the same songs that are used today. Do the music of today have message? Do the songs of right now have messages? And try to imagine, if you are a musician, an artist, then you produce a music, the same kind of the old music. Will people subscribe to your channel to listen to your music? Will people follow you? Try to imagine that. So, meanwhile, as you come in, you can like the live stream and you can subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And you are welcomed to show to this lesson of today. Tell us, what do you think of Christians of today? But we have good Christians, I can say that. We still have good Christians. And we still have some good songs that have God's message, but it's not that much as it was before. How are people living in this world? How are parents relating with their children? Some parents are turning to be animals, and they still call themselves Christians. Don't joke with God. If you are a Christian, stand as a Christian. And if you know that you are not a Christian, don't tell us outside here that you are a Christian while your deeds are showing us that you are a cult. You are a heartless human being. Nowadays, people are killing each other, and we say that we are Christians. We are greed of money. People are after earthly things. Who doesn't want good things? If I may ask that question, who doesn't want good things? Nowadays, most people are after good things. And sometimes they achieve those good things in a wrongly way. But you can do something wrong, completely wrong, 100% wrong. Then that is on Saturday, and on Sunday you are in church without even confessing what you did. Hmm? And you stand in an altar. An altar is a holy place. You have to respect an altar. Hmm? Why? Why? So, ask yourself, what have you done that shows that you are a Christian? It doesn't mean that you should be rich and now that one will show that you are a Christian. Being a Christian is not matter of giving a lot of money in church or giving a big support in church. And I am sorry to say this. I always prefer helping those people who are in need outside here rather than in church. I'm sorry to say this, and I have my own reasons to say this. I always prefer to help these people who are outside here in need rather than taking money in church. Why do I always do this? The reason why we always take this, God doesn't receive money physically. That is false. That is false. Maybe if there is a place where God landed in this world that we are now and collected money physically, uh, maybe someone can tell me here. I think it has never happened. I've never heard of it. Uh, it taking money to church, it's the same way we have we have many orphanages outside here. We have many orphanages outside here. We have many old people outside here. We have orphans. Many orphans are outside here. We have street children outside here. We have families that have problems outside here, that they need our help. So when you are in a position of helping and you doesn't help and you call yourself a Christian, that is wrong. A Christian is someone who can sacrifice to those who doesn't have, even if it's small. Don't think of yourself, think of others. A true Christian is someone who can sit and think of others. Ask yourself, have I ever sit down and start thinking on how to help others? It's not by financially. No. If you are capable of supporting financially those people in need, that is good. But we have old women, mostly they are women, I don't know why, but that is the facts, and they stay alone. So as a youth, you can decide to take maybe some tools, then you go and clean the compound, you help them. That shows Christianity in you. I have a question to you guys here, for those who are here. And my question is, we have two Christians. And one is rich. And the other one, nobody is poor. I'm sorry to say that. Nobody is poor. We have a rich and the other one is in medium size. Then someone takes a 100,000 Kenyan money to church as a sacrifice. And another one sacrifices his or her time to go and help these aged people outside here. Who is doing the right thing? Who is doing the right thing? Or taking buying a car to your preacher. You decide I want to buy a car to my preacher, a vehicle, yeah? or a taxi to your preacher, do you think your preacher has a problem with that vehicle? And you know well, that price of supporting your preacher buying a vehicle, it can help more than 100 children in the in the orphanages. I was once in the orphanage, and this made me to shed tears. I wish God could give me money. I could visit that orphanage again. And when I'll get money, that's the first place I'll visit. In my area, not really in my area, it's a distance, but in the same county, where girls were crying, they need sanitary towels, and I was like, we have people outside here who can help these people. We have a lot of people outside here who can help these children here. Why are the innocent people suffering? I really thank God. Maybe it's because the topic is very sensitive. That's why I'm feeling much better. I'm feeling better. I had an injury in my head. Don't know if it's visible. I had an injury, and when I started the live stream, I was saying, hey, because I've been sick for the last 3 days. I've not gone out from my room. I was praying God to help me. Yesterday I tried as much as possible to start this live stream, to have this live stream so that we can discuss, but it was not possible. I had a bad headache. Even right now, you can see from my eyes. You can see from my eyes. I'm not okay. But God is good. He's always on my side. God is always watching us. And when you are a Christian, you go to church. Then immediately after church, you come and start fighting with those people who didn't go to church physically. So between you who we went to church, then you come back to fight, and that person who was just at home dealing with solving such issues peacefully, who is a true Christian? And guys, let me say this. I've showed you my injury. This one here. I have an injury. I got this injury on Sunday morning, very early in the morning. And the person who injured me, I'm sorry to say this, and I'm not sorry to say this, that is the fact. Someone who injured me is a true Christian. It's not a true, she's a fake Christian. Yeah, I can say that comfortably. She is a fake Christian. How can you hit someone with an object? Then you take a shower, you dressed up neatly, you go to church, and you made someone to shed blood. That person is crying, but you are in the altar praising and singing on the high tone to God. Which God are you praising? Why are we carrying curses to our families? Why? Why are we faking to be Christian? Nobody's caning you to be a Christian. For someone to be a Christian, you have to pray to God. God, guide me. You have to be prayerful. You have to be prayerful. Christians, you have to be prayerful. Get me right. Being a Christian, it's not going to church or showing people or giving a lot of money in churches. I ask the question, between that person who support those like the poor children outside here, the street children, or those families that have a lot of problems. And that person who give a lot of money to the preachers, who is doing the right thing. You can even prefer on a Sunday to visit at a hospital people. You can visit sick people in the hospital and pray for them. And being a Christian, it doesn't matter whether you go to church on Sunday, on Saturday or Friday. They are all Christians. With me, if you tell me you are a Christian, I'll start by looking at your deeds, your behavior. Your behavior. That's what shows if you're a Christian, whether you're a Christian or not. Tracy Mutembezi, like Dan, thank you so much. Tracy, hello host, I'm fine. Guys, receive warm greetings from Tracy Mutembezi. So Tracy, we are in a serious topic here, and we are trying to discuss and asking ourselves, why are people pretending to be Christians while they are not? Most of people are just there pleasing people, showing themselves to people. We have a lot of people suffering outside here, and we see them. Starting from my area, we have people suffering, and we have a lot of Christians who just go to church and just live there a lot of money. The problem came. I didn't know that I was to pay for the Wi-Fi today, so it cut it off. I now decided to purchase data bundles so that we can continue with the live stream. Yeah, so it's network. It's a challenge of network, and we have to understand that. We have to understand that, but it's a very sensitive topic with a lot of good things in. Maybe you have good and bad, but we just take good and leave the bad things. Yeah. So guys, as we are having this sensitive topic, try to take the positive part. Try to take the positive part of it, then the negative part, you can leave it aside. Take what will help you. So I always say this, I allow people to advise me, but not to decide for me. So in today's lesson, just accept the negative part, the positive part, but the negative part, just leave it aside. And guys, for those who are coming in, if you haven't subscribed, kindly subscribe. Yeah, the network really interfered with our live stream, and we lost a lot of people. But I can say just people are just coming in, and if you come in, just relax and enjoy it. And you can even contribute. Not even, you are allowed to contribute. At the same time, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. And for those who are false Christians, don't run away. Learn and change. Don't mistreat people outside here. You treat people outside here wrongly, then you call yourself a Christian. Why should you call yourself a Christian while your deeds are not good to be called a Christian? Or being a Christian, does it mean when you go to church daily you are a Christian? And I've talked about this, the issue of Sunday, and that is what made me to have this live stream. Right now I have an injury that was caused with a Christian on a Sunday while she was almost going to church. And she called herself a Christian. While right now I'm suffering because of her evil deeds. It is evil. Whatever she did is evil. Oh, we have Jeff Childers. Hello everyone from West Virginia, US. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Jeff. Come in, welcome. If it's your first time, we always have sweet topics here. We have sweet lessons here. Very sweet. And you can subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you can be notified immediately we have such topics. We are discussing those people. Yes, I'm discussing about those people who are pretending to be Christians while they are not. Echebuche, I hear your good teachings. So thank you so much, Jeff. Now I'm telling people they should follow the footsteps of Jesus. People here outside here are cults, then they pretend to be Christians, Jeff. And I used a good examples. Those people who are doing bad things outside here, but they are always in church. Why? Christianity starts from home, from where you start. Jesus was saying that in the Bible, we are always told that cleanness is closer to godliness. So you have to start by cleaning your own house before you go to cleaning the church. Same way God said you should help yourself before he helps you. Help yourself. How do you help yourself? Doing justice to yourself. You start by doing justice to yourself. Jesus Christ is Lord and Sabi, and if you don't accept him as your savior, you're gonna go to hell. Exactly. And how do you accept Jesus? Is it by going to church daily and doing the wrong things? And I believe this. When Jesus will come back, he will come. Jesus will come back. When he will come back, he will not be taking those people who are going to church. He will be selecting according to our deeds. Jesus was not there to entertain people. I love Jesus. Amen. Thank you so much, Jeff. You can tell by the way they live if they are Christians. Exactly. A Christian. We have churchgoers. Are churchgoers Christians? Jesus didn't buy a car. Jesus didn't buy a car. And I am sure he was capable of doing that. Jesus was capable of doing that, but he didn't do that. I didn't see anywhere Jesus going in a synagogue, then providing something there. I didn't see that. But from the teachings of the Bible, I saw somewhere Jesus visited, then he helped. Maybe it was in a party, or there was a problem in a family. Ask yourself as a Christian, have you ever visited whether a hospital or a certain family? Then you help that family. When I say family, it's not a must a big family. We have the aged people, the old people who are staying alone. Have you ever even visited, even with a 1 kg of flour, even a small quantity of food for these poor? I sometimes say this, our material things are not much needed in churches. We have many people who needs our support outside here. We have a lot of people who needs our support outside here. We have orphans, totally orphans. Even some are in streets. When someone is a Christian, he decides to take his brother's son and start taking care of that son, and the brother is capable of taking care of that son. But because he's richer than his brother, he decided to take care or to pay school fees for the brother's son. And we have totally orphans outside here who needs that school fees to be paid for them. I can say this, we do understand the meaning of Christian and churchgoers. Can you define this, Musimo? Christians, we define Christians from, we identify Christians from their deeds. And the churchgoers, these are those people who have bad heart, those people who are heartless, and they are always in church. So we have Jeff. I always fed the kids in my neighborhood. That is really good, and that is what that is one characteristics of Christianity, of a Christian. Helping those children, those kids around your place. That is Christianity. Get me right. Going to church daily, it's not being a Christian. Pray for me and I'll pray for you. In Jesus' precious name, you take care and I'll have to go. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Jeff. Why are you going early? Why are you leaving that early? But thank you so much. Thank you so much for contributing. I highly appreciate your presence here. Your contribution. I appreciate it. And I say I'm thankful for that. Thank you for supporting it. If you haven't subscribed before you left, subscribe. Say hi to those people in US. You are here representing those people in US, Jeff. And may God bless you abundantly for your time. Feel comfortable to come to this channel anytime you feel like visiting the channel. You can just visit it, no problem. And with whether negative or positive comments, I am always ready to learn from both sides. Sometimes someone can comment thinking that it's positive, and on my side it's negative. So that is why I'm saying I accept negative and positive. Now it's me to decide what is good and what is bad. So I always welcome you the way you are. And nothing is always, not everything is perfect in this world. Not everything is perfect in this world. So we should always be ready to to face the challenges, since we always have the negative things around us, at the same time positive. Now what to do is to make sure that we have a lot of positive things around us. Yeah. Oh, Filippo, hey all, hey Filippo, how are you doing, Filippo? How was your life? And guys, for those who haven't met Filippo, Filippo is also a content creator, yeah. So you can go and check him at Filippo99. He's saying hi to Jeff. So Filippo is also saying hi, Echebuche. So Echebuche, Filippo is greeting you. So guys, that is it. Filippo, we are discussing about Christians, and I'm against these people who are pretending to be Christians. Thank you so much, Philip. Philip, we are talking about these people who are, and most of them are rich people. They are mistreating people outside here. Then on Sunday, they are the first hand in church. They sit the front chairs in church. They are the church leaders. But when they come outside here, they mistreat people. And they call themselves Christians. They call themselves Christians, but they are mistreating people outside here. Mistreating someone, not helping someone, that doesn't mean that you are mistreating someone. But using that person in a wrong way, that is mistreating that person. How is that possible? Maybe let me now give a good examples to these rich people. When someone is rich, then he or she has a certain work that should be done, and this work he or she employs someone, because this person is all just in need of maybe something to put on the table. He decided to pay small amount of money in a very hard work, in a tough work. You underpay that person because that person, he or she doesn't have voice to say no, you are mistreating me. He or she is only looking for money to sustain his or her needs. Then you mistreat that person, because you are rich and you go to church, you call yourself a Christian. You are a hypocrite. We have hypocrites outside here. And when you are the first person pointing fingers, you are the first person pointing fingers to other people, and you call yourself a Christian, what you are not sure of. Christians are always patient. So as a Christian, you should also always be patient. Don't judge people easily. Think, pray first before you do something or before you judge. So let me check your comments. Hi Filippo, how are you doing? That is Echebuche. At Filippo99, I'm okay. How about you? The conversation here it's about Filippo and Echebuche. I'm also fine. Please, guys, now this is to everyone. Please, guys, remember at Filippo99. So, guys, for those who are here, subscribe to Filippo99. Let's continue. Filippo, what do you think about these people who are pretending to be Christians and are not Christians? And I've said the true Christians, it's by their deeds. I don't say that I'm a Christian. I'm a true Christian. But I think I'm giving the facts of true Christians. We should see them by their deeds, by what they do. Not by what time they go to church, how many times they go to church in a week, how many hours are in church in a week. Not by that, but by what they are doing to others. And I am sorry to say this. Why am I sorry? Because it's fact. And facts are always painful. They are always painful. Facts are always painful. If you are working, maybe in a government, you have that opportunity. You are a leader somewhere. Then you misuse the funds. Then you end up bringing those funds, the money that you stole, maybe from people, then you bring them to church as a sacrifice. Does God allow that? Does God allow that? Is that a true sacrifice? Is that a true sacrifice? It's better you go to church empty-handed, but with a good heart, than carrying a lot of money to church as a sacrifice, money that you didn't get in the right way. You receive bribes from poor people outside here, then you take as sacrifices in church. That is wrong. And we all knows that it's wrong. We all knows that that is wrong. Maybe that person is crying outside here. You mistreated that person and received the money from the person. Then you are taking the money to church. Just to please people. A Christian, you are not determined as a Christian because of the amount of money that you offer in church. You are not determined as a Christian because of good things that you are buying to the preacher. It doesn't mean if that you always carry offerings, like you carry birds or animals to your preacher, you are now a good Christian. Even cults give offerings in church. Giving a lot of money to your preacher, it doesn't mean that you are a Christian. But how you live, what you do to others, that's what determines whether you are a Christian or not. Thank you, Filippo. Thank you, Filippo. Thank you, Filippo. So, sometimes being a Christian, it depends on how you carry yourself. If you can't carry your duties diligently, you've already failed as a Christian. If you will never apologize, you are already failing as a Christian. First and foremost, very important, for Christian, these are free advice. Start from yourself. Am I doing justice? Am I doing justice to myself before you go out? Oh, dakika 10 niko hapa kwako, nafunga job. Okay. Echebuche, Oh, Filippo, I have already subscribed to your channel. Good job. Keep on. Thank you. Thank you, Filippo. You have received a subscriber. Thank you so much. Let him not be the only one. You can even go there. You can also go there. So, I'm saying this. You have to do justice to yourself from your household, from your family, before you go to church. Go to church while you are clean. You are just going to church while people behind you are crying. You did this. He or she has done this to me. Then you are in church thinking that you are doing the right thing. No. That is where now we fail as Christians. Why should you entertain people that you are Christians? Why? Get me right. The reason why I have this live stream today discussing about this sensitive topic, it is because most Christians here, they are now the biggest problems in the areas. They think that going to church every day, it's being a Christian, or being singing or participating in church, you are a Christian. What about your deeds? How do you interact with people outside here? You call yourself a Christian while you come from church and you don't have anybody who is your friend in the village. The whole village, you have disagreed with everybody in the village. Then you call yourself a Christian. Which kind of a Christian are you? Oh, African Jeremy is here. Hi, my people. Guys, we have African Jeremy here. Kindly, if you haven't subscribed to his channel, check him at African Jeremy. He has a sweet content there. Hi, African. Welcome, bro. Thank you so much, Filippo, for welcoming him. African Jeremy, what is wrong, my brother? African Jeremy, I'm complaining seriously about these people who are pretending to be Christians. Sorry, I'm complaining about these people who are pretending to be Christians while they are not doing justice outside here. Why? Why should someone pretend to be a Christian while he or she is not? And I'm telling them the truth. Going to church, it doesn't mean that you're a Christian. Being a Christian, you start by how you carry yourself. Not giving a lot of money to churches, that one shows that you're a Christian. No, that is wrong. African Jeremy, are you here? African Jeremy, are you here? I think it's high time we have now to come out and say the truth and do the right thing. Why do we like shortcuts? Who told you carrying a lot of money to church you'll be now a good Christian? Even helping those people who are in need outside there, you are a Christian. Sometimes, let me tell you this, some of these churches, they don't even need these contributions or the sacrifices that we always take there. But we have many people outside here who needs that money that we take their sacrifice. And I sometimes wonder, for example, and you should tell me, on my side it's not good, this is wrong on my side. When you are a parent, you don't have food in your house, and you just have small amount of money, and it's on a Sunday. You decide not to buy food for your children, and because that money is very small, then you take to church. That is wrong. I'm telling you that that is wrong. I'm not saying that we should not give offerings in church. No, 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 no. Or I'm not putting some limits, but we have to do reasonable things. Even God says you should help yourself, then He helps you. I've never seen anywhere God taking food and start giving people food. I've never seen that. So you have to start helping yourself first before God helps you. Before you call yourself a Christian, make sure nobody's crying behind you. Make sure you've not caused troubles on other people's. How you have everyone is crying that you are causing problems. You are causing problems. They are crying. Then you are there boasting, calling yourself a Christian. Shame on yourself. Be a Christian by doing good things to others. If you are a church goer, know that you are a church goer, not a Christian. Nowadays we have many churches. And having many churches, it's not bad. Why is it not bad? We also have many people. So it's good to have many churches. We have many people, so we should have many churches. But now the question is how we conduct ourselves in these churches. How do we conduct ourselves in these churches? Echebuche says it's true. I don't know if she's also doing the same thing, Echebuche. So, how are we conducting ourselves in these churches? Most people are greedy. They are only thinking of themselves. Very bad. Let me tell you, when people down here are complaining that you are mistreating them, even God, He's watching you up there. You can't go and repent. You ask God to forgive you in prayers, while you have not asked for forgiveness from those people who you wronged here in the earth. You start from here. You start from here. You start by apologizing for those who you've wronged. Yes. Even if they say that you are a fool, just accept to be a fool. But knowing what you are doing, never entertain people. Never think that when you will apologize, they will think that you are weak. Even if they think that you are weak. But you yourself, you know that you are not weak. You are capable of doing important things. We have to be strong in our minds. Strong in our minds. We should not make other people cry. We should not make other people to cry. Why? Why should I accept this? You should not be problem shooters to other people. And I think it's better you decide. If you don't want to be a Christian, don't pretend. These pretenders are the worst. I'm telling you the truth. The pretenders are the worst people. These people who are pretending to be Christians are the worst. They are the people who are causing this a lot of problems. Why should you pretend to be a Christian while people are suffering because of you? And you are always there calling yourself a Christian. So think of it, guys. So why? Why should people pretend to be Christians? People are crying because of what you did to them. And you are in in the altar. Why? So if you know your deeds uh, are not for the Christians, don't call yourself a Christian. It was a very sensitive topic, and I believe we handled it in the right way. And if we messed up, we are human beings. We apologize. But Christians should also be apologizing. Outside here, many people are doing wrong things on the others because of money. This is true. Even content creators, they are giving false information about other people's just because of money. Which means they are greedy. They are greedy. They only want money. And money is the only thing that can even cause your mother to kill you. I've learned that. Money is money is not a joke with people outside here. Most people are after money. I can tell you that. They are just after material things. Most people are after material things. And we've seen that. And a good example, when we have these small churches, the churches that are starting early stage, and then they organize, this is an example, then they organize a fundraising. Try to be keen. They will never invite those poor people. Now this is where they will start thinking about the honorables, the rich peoples. Uh, and they always say, when you have money, you'll be respected. So for those who don't have money, you are not respected. And that is the fact. That is the fact. When people think that you have money, you'll see how they will be following you. But the moment they know that you are broke, you'll never see them again. That is very wrong. That is very, very, very wrong. Yeah. Tell me, what do you think? What do you think about this class? Tell me, what do you think about this? Why? When we have problems, we always like problem that requires money, we always think of those rich people. This is common even in our churches. We started by looking, you take a book, you tell your secretary, now we have to identify those rich people in the area. I've never heard them saying that we have to pray first before we start this. We have to start by identifying the rich people around so that they can give us a lot of money, which means we are after money. And I'm sorry to say this, if you are rich, you will also be respected in church. If you have a lot of money, you will also be respected in church. So, if you know you are rich and nobody is poor, if you know that you are rich, kindly, I prefer helping people outside here rather than in church. Yeah, it's not a must that we should help in public. It is not a must that we should help in public. It is not a must that we should help in public so that everyone can see. Now that makes people not to help those old people in the area, not to help those people, street children, the orphans in the orphanages, because nobody will see them. They would only give their donations in church so that many people can see them. No, even if you help people in the orphanage, people will argue nothing. In fact, when you are just there giving a lot of money in churches, these people are not talking well about you. They are not wishing you well. Honestly, I can say that. They are only after your money. But when you help these poor people outside here, they will appreciate you. They will think about you well in a good way. They will think well about you outside here. So that's why we prefer helping the needy outside here than those people, than showing yourself to other people. Not only financially, but the way you treat people. Your hands should be clean. When you are a parent, you have 2 or 3 children, you love one, you hate 2. You are also already a cult now. Why can't you show them love, all of them? I think we had a nice live stream, and guys, we've enjoyed it. We have enjoyed it. I was targeting 1 hour, and I've talked much. I can say I have 1 hour 13 minutes. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. If you are here and you haven't liked the live stream, double tap your screen to like. And if you haven't subscribed, you can also subscribe. And remember to walk as a Christian, to talk as a Christian, not to fight as a fighter, but do everything as a Christian. As we end up the live stream, try to ask yourself, are you a Christian? What do you do that shows that you are a Christian? What do you do that shows that you're a Christian? Think of it, guys. Think of it and do the right thing. Thank you for coming to this channel. For more contact, the WhatsApp number, it's there in the description. And Instagram, I go at the same name to the name of the channel. Same name in the channel, same name in the Instagram. Thank you so much. Have a nice evening. Have a wonderful time. May God bless you for your time, and may you be blessed for visiting this channel as we end up the live stream. If you haven't liked, give it the like. Let your like be the last ones, yeah. And they are really they are also appreciated. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so for the sake of this educative channel. It was started with some good purpose. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. May God bless you for your time. Let us meet again. I've ended the live stream immediately. 1 hour 15 minutes since I'm not feeling well. And yeah, you can learn that from my eyes. So let's meet in the next live stream. Thank you so much. Bye bye.